B&G Plaza, it's shining more brightly. And this was the case the entire time in Pomona, California. That smells. All right, this is P.O.C. Thank you. Everybody on the bus is in engineer light. They're all monitoring. And the fake sun is over the B&G Plaza. And the angle of that engineer light is speaking to what is the presence of the fake sun. But it's not the sun and it's not sunlight. Also, the entity has this light source over this B&G Plaza as a matter of history. Sunset, Andy's Burgers, Shiro's Liquor, and destroying it. Paul Leon's active. They're still going to be prosecuted. 1302445 bus 1333, and the fake sun remains here, even though it travels with me to Pomona. Okay, that's why it was over me in this manner through the window of the Pomona Regional Transit Center, which is never going to be, and this is not over or adjacent to or anywhere near the Ontario Town Square or the airport. By definition, by the support of science, is not in this direction. The sun is not ubiquitous. In other words, you see it in this direction. It is not behind me. In other words, it's not simultaneously at the Ontario Town Square. It's also not simultaneously remaining at the Arco, all those venues that are on this side, on the opposite side of the Metro 102 apartments. That's what this is. On the opposite side is the Ontario Town Square, where the entity is hovering over the 280 North Limit apartments over there, flying diagonally northwest over the Ontario Town Square, while the entities kept keeping the fake sun. You're looking at what was documented, where the entity engaged in criminal summoning at the Ovid Family Community Library, 8:38 a.m. I walk back to the Ontario Town Square. This is where the entity is maintaining plane activity. The history shows they're hovering over this parking lot under a fake sun, which is documented at B&G Plaza until sunset. Okay, Alex Escobar is gang stalking, engaging in criminal summoning in 2022, right here on this sidewalk under the fake sun. During the 8 a.m. hour, Alex Escobar is engaged in kidnapping under the fake sun at the Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue in 2025 during daylight savings time at 7:15 a.m. Alex Escobar is gang stalking at 333 North Euclid Avenue at what is D Street in Euclid at 12:51 in the afternoon. Where big picture is, the airport's not perpetually taking off here, hovering, flying northwest from the airport, the same airport, hovering over the Ontario Town Square. The sun is not simultaneously over those venues, and the sun would not be in the same city for Alex Escobar to be us gang stalking me under. That's the only reason why. But in the natural environment, Alex Escobar could not possibly be in my presence under the natural environment, bearing the sun over my head at 8 in the morning, 12:51 in the morning, 7:15 in the morning, where the entity's keeping a fake sun over me off of Holt Boulevard and off of Euclid Avenue. Alex Escobar is going to prison, and so are his buddies, Jay Chu and Rodriguez, who engaged in gang stalking. The sun is on Holt Boulevard. Jay Chu and Rodriguez are gang stalking at Starbucks, which is on Holt and Vineyard Avenue at 111 North Euclid Avenue. This is not the sun. It's also not over the Ontario Town Square. This follows from Pomona. That's why it's outside of the window. And what the analysis is that the entities engaged in at 8:38 a.m. where the fake sun's remaining at Ontario Town Square 48 hours ago. What are they doing? They're all stalking. They're all vagina monitoring, light slinging, feces eating demons. They're gargoyles. They're gang stalkers. They're co-conspirators of murder. And they're all under the direct evidence. And covering up a fake sun, making it cloudy when I go to the neighboring cities in Montclair and Pomona. And then for it to shine brightly where Union Pacific Railroad is the means of sensational and audible activity, is the pattern of conduct. And it is false logic, it is asininity, it is ignorance. By those, understandably, foreseeably, by those that eat their own feces. Engaging in what is covering up the fake sun and making it cloudy everywhere, and only throughout the whole United States, which you all know is not true. The sun is remaining over me at Ovid Family Community Library for the duration of the day. And everywhere else, the opposite of that is a cloudy day, and no, it is not. The sun is not over your head to prove that it's daytime. The sun is not remaining over your head for the duration of the day. And the opposite of the sun being over you where you would see it, which is at a central point during the day in its zenith, where it would be over the top of your head, that's not everybody's experience, and that's not all day. The sun is the one that's constantly moving. So it should not be over one address in the morning and still at that address 6 hours later. That's the identification of the pattern of conduct where the demons that eat their own feces are slinging light and stalking you. And those demons that are monitoring from city to city, engaging in the asininity of maintaining a cloudy sky space, which is false logic, by the feces eating gargoyles. They're ignorant and they're corrupt. This is the pattern of conduct. This is prosecution for ignorance. This is P.O.C. It's currently 9:50 a.m. where this is not over and anywhere near or in the direction of the Ovid Family Community Library, where that fake sun remained over me, and the entity was gang stalking with a whole bunch of little children. Don't forget, because these demons that are eating their own feces, they forget. They forget. But it's not going to be forgotten in court. You're playing a game and you already lost. This is going in a courtroom. Satan. This is POC.